Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very fun video and I hope a really chill video. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip through the Me Another Me photo essay that recently came out. I think this came out maybe in August and a little bit before their photo book was announced. And today we're just gonna open the Inseong version of the Me Another Me photo essay, even though I do have this one. And I'll talk a little bit more about why I have the box and not the Youngbin version later. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I thought it'll be good timing since I also want to review some of my thoughts about this. I don't really buy photo books. It's kind of an exception thing and I did it mostly for my birthday, so I'll see if I wanted to continue collecting them. And then number two is yesterday the Rowan and Taeyang version of these type of photo essays are coming, was announced actually. And actually initially we thought this was gonna be just a Youngbin and Inseong thing because they are up for enlistment later on, but it turns out they're doing this for all the members. Probably, we're not sure, but like probably it's gonna be all the members. So yeah, that's a little bit about that. We're gonna start with the box itself. So the protective case is actually like super hard cardboard, and if you buy this edition of like the cardboard case, the unit case, you do like get 7 unit PCs. But because I split this this one with a friend of mine, we end up splitting the number of PCs that are available. So yeah. Okay, so now that you've seen all of the PCs available, I'll show you the PCs that I have. So I actually really wanted the unit card, but and that's why like I kind of made a compromise on like the Inseong inclusion that I have, and I don't really mind having any of the Youngbin ones either. So I got the outside concept Inseong here. It's super cute. The messages on the back are really cute. I think for the special PCs, the backs are a bit different for the kind of special edition ones because you bought the set. This is the inside version. I think this is the regular one. So if you just bought the book that is Youngbin, you will also be able to get this one. And these two are part of like the special package, the extra 3 PCs that are in the kind of unit one. You get these two. So there is just a signature on this one. Super cute. This is this is actually the Youngbin PC that I wanted. That's why I made a compromise that I would give up my Inseong one, and of course the unit PCs. So the messages are also adorable. I have them in my iPad. Let me grab it real quick and then I can tell you like what's in the back because I kind of translated it. Yeah, so there we have it. So for all the ones that had writing on them, so Inseong said like, I wanted to share pretty memories with you. I took a picture. Obviously he's being super adorable. And then this is Youngbin saying he just woke up. How did you feel? I hope, you know, and he's commenting on his pajamas. And then in this one, the unit one, they're actually talking about each other. So like Youngbin's writing about Inseong, and Inseong's writing about Youngbin. So it's super cute. Yeah, so that's the PC. And then alongside the PCs, you also get the mini posters as soon as you open these. So I have not changed the placement at all. So there is the one of the mini poster. It's a very thick cardboard, so I think it's even more than a normal postcard, which I really like. So this is the one where he's in the classroom, and you'll see the photo shoot later. And then this is one, him in the varsity jacket looking thing, like kind of being outside and chilling. Yeah, it smells so good. Like if any of you like you know, smelling books and whatnot, I will say it's a nice smelling book. So let's just go through the actual thing first. I totally forgot. So this is the back. This is the Me Another Me. Blue is actually my favorite color, so I'm actually really happy that Inseong got blue. So we're gonna open up the book itself. It's gonna open up to like the title, and then we have straight away like a big spread out picture of him. As you can see, like the spines are not the best. They are not thread bound. I believe they're glued in. So that's gonna be a problem if you open this up like way too frequently. But I'm gonna like flip through quickly while I think about what to say. Yeah, I really like this photo shoot. I dislike his kind of blonde, kind of white hair. I do think like I wished it was when he had black hair, but I believe this was shot during Kingdom era, and that's why he had like the kind of blonde hair. He even had trouble because I think after Kingdom, or he was like practicing for his musical, the Red Book musical that he was in during this time, so he had to like dye his hair temporarily black to like do the photo shoot for the musical. So as you can see here, there are like tiny captions of like things that are happening. I actually translated some of it and kind of got the main idea of it. So yeah, and then sometime in these pages you will see there's a little booklet with all the interviews. That's a super cute picture. I also really like this spread. But yeah, you'll see a later booklet of interviews where it's almost like an equivalent that I would say would be like if any of your idols would have a... Oh, I really like this photo spread. These are like really gorgeous pictures. But as I was saying, if your idol had like an idol, a solo photo shoot with a magazine, and we're going into the inside concept. So yeah, it just feels like that. It just feels like a dedicated photo book for all of them, and it's got the interviews and how they feel. I'll go through the translation later because I actually already took a picture of the translations as well. Yeah. And I'm holding this up, as you notice, because I really don't want to ruin the spine. I really wish it was thread bound, but I believe it is glued bound. And this is him in like the school concept. There's a semi-outdoor version of this. See, he's like on a bike actually, but I don't think we see... Well, actually, I was wrong. He did like ride the bike a little bit. And this is him like in the counterpart to the younger one would be like the tennis one, but he's outside and he's listening to music. Yep, this is like a really, really amazing shot that I enjoy a lot. I think it's super cute. See, this is the little booklet of the interview, and I want to share with you this pose. Inseong does this a lot. I think the first time I saw this was during the RPM photo book that they had, the album one. He always lying down, and I feel like that's become his like signature thing a little bit. So there's a couple of things to note on this page. It's a good transition because they've put this booklet here as the middle ground between very glossy paper, so kind of magazine, like not magazine, maybe like a magazine cover. It's very, very thick paper, and then the finishing is glossy on this side, and then when we move to here, if you touch it, it's all kind of paper matte feel, if that makes sense. So it's actually a good combination of both, and then it ends on the glossy transition paper, but that's kind of the difference. So they try to give this a little more textural kind of feel. Now that the tripod is lower, we can actually look at the interview booklet. So it looks like that. It's pretty straightforward. It's like black and white picture of him. The paper is also the basic paper that is there, and then there's a signature. Found it. So, like I said, it feels more like an interview, when you have when one of your idols probably has a solo interview with a magazine. So it's got like, if you choose a background music for the shoot, and what is the song, what is song recommendations, what are his thoughts regarding when he started as an idol and like what has stayed. What do you usually when you kind of relieve stress a little bit? And he says he's singing and listening to music. And then what genre would he like to try for a solo album? Which I think he's answered this question before, so I'm not really too surprised. And then he wants to try everything. And then how do you interpret idol? And then on the second page, so like after the first page, on this page, he talked a little bit more about what he would like to do if he wasn't an idol. So obviously he's also answered some of these questions before. If you had a time machine, where would you go between the past and future? And if you want to be honest about your 30s, is there a age you're looking forward to? What are the things that comfort you? Which is like performances and whatnot. We're back to this. So like I said, the paper is a little bit different, and then there's going to be some unit photo shoots in here, as you can see. So there is the unit photo shoot. So I'm guessing if Rowan and Taeyoung's doing this as well, it will be another unit photo shoot between both of them. And these are really, really, really cute. Like, in fact, obviously, like, I alt bias Inseong. It's really cute. Like I said, I love some of the outdoor pictures in particular, especially these. But like the unit shoots are really adorable, and they just get to like interact with each other like in a different way. But I believe they also did unit shoots for the Photobook, and that really is a good transition for us to talk about. Like, how is this going to be different from the photo shoot in the Photobook for the whole group? To be frank, I'm kind of unimpressed that they used the same concept for both Photobook and photo essay. I think when this came out first, it was fitting because it was like, okay, like a relaxing day, like them, kind of studying and listening to music or whatnot. I think that's fine. Oh, that's super cute. So cute. Squish, squish. But at the same time, that's super cute as well. But at the same time, they use the same exact concept for the photo book, for the whole 9 books. And I mean, at least the first photo book is different concept from the second photo book, but if it's all replicated inside the photo essay, what they essentially did was make unit versions of the photo book through the photo essays. And I felt like that was a bit deceiving because this came out first before the photo book. And I was chatting to one of my mutuals yesterday, and she was asking whether this was worth it to get. And I was thinking, if your bias line in SF9 is not that far apart, like you don't have an alt and then it comes into the other biases, and as you know, like most fantasy, like, if in one group you will have more than one bias, if you don't have like a high bias list, it's not really worth it for you to... Inseong, what are you doing? You don't really know. I just want cute shots. Yeah, you don't really, it would be kind of not worth it for you to get like 2 or 3 of these photo essays, And especially if your bias line is particularly popular, like Rowan, who's had like multiple solo photo shoots with a magazine, and he's had solo interviews. Taeyang is not too much. Maybe I can see that for Taeyang stands, but like, like I feel like if you collect magazines and you already have a variety of them in different concepts, this might not be that worth it if you have multiple biases. But if you only have one, or you're resolved to only take one, even though Taeyang's my bias, I don't think I'll be getting the second one unless I can find one for like a reasonable price. Yeah, I don't think I will get it. So yeah, that's the end of the book. Yeah, overall, I think it is worth it if your bias, for example, doesn't have a lot of opportunities for solo photo shoots, and there are things that you might want to see them kind of reveal in their own photo essay. I think that's really nice. If you only are collecting and you have budget for like, just a little bit and not want to collect all 9, is also worth it. But otherwise, if your Bias has had a lot of like their own shoots, you know, kind of their concept bit, and you didn't like the homey concept, it's obviously not worth it. And that's even more. My favorite inclusions out of this entire thing is obviously the photo book and also the mini posters and the unit PCs, but I know they also did that for the photo book, the comma photo book as well. So, you know, there's like a little bit of like hit and miss. You're kind of repeating the same thing. FNC. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a couple of other videos and merch coming in that I also want to do videos for. So I'll definitely see you later. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Stay healthy.